You know, it's so understandable when our clients come in and they say to us, I don't want this. I don't want to do this. I'm not ready to do this exposure. This is too much for me. No, I'm not ready right now. I need to delay. It's so understandable, because what do we know about what's happening with somebody's brain? What we know is the closer you get to doing something, the more your anticipatory anxiety rises, and the more you're going to have that feeling of, I'm not ready. I don't want to do this.
Yeah. And you know, if you don't think about educating your clients about that beforehand, it's okay, because it will show up in session when you're about to practice an exposure with them. Inevitably, they're going to say, just wait a minute. You know, they're going to do something to delay or pause or say, I'm not ready, or I don't think I want to do this, or I don't think I can do this. And that's when you're going to educate them about anticipatory anxiety. And so that is when your amygdala, which is the part of your brain that's there to protect you from danger, it's glitching. It thinks that you're about to do something that's dangerous. And the only way it can successfully keep you out of danger is to flood you with these chemicals before you do the thing that it thinks is dangerous. And so I like to tell my clients that the highest level of anxiety is going to be the anticipatory anxiety. So if we can plan for that, then instead of listening to it, you really want to change your relationship with it and be like, you know what, Kimberly, of course I don't feel like doing this. That's that anticipatory anxiety. And so I know, let's just keep walking forward, because I'm going to feel this way and I just have to get through it.
Right, exactly. And the more we delay, the more anticipatory anxiety we're going to end up having. And it's so important to explain that to your clients. I have clients who will have homework, and we've talked about homework and the importance of homework, but I have clients who will have a homework that they have planned over the course of the week, and they'll come in and say, well, I just did that difficult one right before I came in to see you.
They say that all the time.
And it's great because they have the accountability that they are coming in to see me, and I'm really glad that they got their homework done. You notice that from that conversation about homework. But I point out to them, you know, the fact that you waited all that time, how did you feel while you were waiting? And what they felt, of course, was super anxious. And I say, well, just notice that that's part of the deal. So you had a choice of when you did that, and you chose to do it right before, which I think is great. But maybe next time think that through and think about doing it earlier, so you don't have all that time to have that anticipatory anxiety.
And again, our clients bring us what we need, right? So again, it's fine that client waited until just before they saw Elizabeth, because it gave her an opportunity to talk to them about anticipatory anxiety and how it convinces us to wait, which only grows anxiety. And we have this conversation over and over again, right?
And I'm still cheering them on. I'm still thrilled that they completed the homework assignment. Don't get me wrong. I think that's fantastic. But I want that client to really begin to be their own cheerleader, right? And to be their own coach as they're thinking about, I have this thing that I want to do because I decided I want to do it. I'm not letting anxiety boss me around. I want to do it. And what does it mean to want to do something but not want to do it because of anxiety? And who's really in charge? And giving the client back the agency to make that decision and not let anxiety make that decision.
And to help them understand that there's always going to be excuses and there's always going to be distress. And if we can help them shift their relationship with those two things, like, oh, there's that excuse, or whoo, there's that feeling. I forget how powerful that feeling is just before I do something hard. But if they can understand that that's all going to show up and their job is just to acknowledge it and keep on moving versus acknowledge it, but then believe that it's meaningful in some way that they should wait. And, our procrastinators, like really high performance students, perfectionists, they often are listening to that voice that says they're not ready.
Right.
Yeah. So this is really an important point to be working on with your clients.
Right. And I think we can go into the whole procrastination. I think that's going to be another great topic for us to talk about.
Yeah.